welcome back to my podcast channel, Heather's Country Crochet and More. I know it's been a little while since I have recorded, and y'all can probably hear my cat meowing. I won't let her in, and she's not happy about that, so she's probably going to be meowing throughout this podcast. So today is the very first day of May that I am recording this video, and I have some stuff I want to show y'all. Got a couple of finished objects and a lot of whips. Some new cast-ons, some old whips. Got some news to share, some giveaway winner announcements, and some things to show y'all that I have purchased. So, why don't we get started? I will start with the whips. Now, this pair of socks, this is a pair of socks, of course. This pair y'all have seen before. Last podcast I had all of the tube done. I just needed to put in the heel because I was doing the afterthought heel on them, and now they are finished, both with a heel. I'll put it on a sock blocker here so y'all can see it. Whoa, hands don't want to cooperate today. So this was just a vanilla sock that I did, and a 2x2 rib for the cuff, and then just a round toe, and then I did the afterthought heel. This was my first time doing an afterthought heel, and I don't know, I think I might have did something wrong, because it's like all there, it's bunched up here in the corner edges there. I don't know if when I cut in for the heel, I don't know if I cinched up that yarn too tight or something. I don't know. But anyway, that is my finished pair of those. And this was yarn that I had gotten from the Cozy Knitter, and it was the colorway Stormy Waters. So that's that pair. And I've also finished another pair that I had started. I had started these last podcast, I believe, but I had not gotten very much done on them. And let me go ahead and put one on a sock blocker. This pair was done using the opal yarn, and I really like the way these turned out, y'all. That self patterning yarn, that is so awesome. Let's see. So I got a little better with the afterthought heel this time because it's not all bunched up there. But I basically did the same thing with this sock, except the rib is a 1x1 rib instead of a 2x2. But it's still just a plain vanilla sock with a round toe. And then I used just a yellow mini that I had in my stash for the heels. And I thought that looked pretty cool together. So that is a finished pair of those. And I also finished a little yarn cozy. So this is Nitty Natty's, Natalie with Nitty Natty. It's her 20-gram yarn cozy knit pattern, and I had, this yarn was some that I had left over from a pair of socks that I knit for my sister for Christmas. So, and I wanted to try and see if I could do a little 20-gram yarn cozy. I don't have a, any yarn caked up right now to put in there, but it's the 3x1 rib knit pattern of hers for this cozy. And yeah, so I just wanted to see. I did that on Magic Loop, the entire thing, and that is saying something for me because I do not like to knit Magic Loop. So it took me a little while to do it because I kept putting it down. I prefer to just be able to just knit in the round and round and round and round. But that is all for my finished objects, which brings us to my whips. Now, all of my whips are down here. So, as y'all know, I know y'all, if you've been watching my podcast for a while, then you've seen this a few times on my channel, because I've been working on it for a while. And I've actually gotten quite a lot done since the last podcast. This is my Musselburgh hat that I've been working on. And y'all, okay, so there was where I was on the last podcast. I had only done that much, so I've done a lot more. Still got a little ways to go, obviously, because I'm still not quite to the decreases yet. I still got a little bit more that I've got to knit in the body part for this hat. But for anybody who is not familiar with these, this is the Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague. And I am using Yarn Bee. I do not have the tag to these. So what I had actually done was I started this hat with a ball of this yarn that I had used some out of. So it was not a full ball of yarn that I started my hat with. And mine, you can see where I started this new ball of yarn. Okay, so I knit all of this with the old ball. And you, like I said, you can see where I started with this new skein. I don't remember the color of this. I just know that I got it. It's a Yarn Bee brand, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. I don't have the tag to it anymore, but it is, however, on my Ravelry project page. So you can see the difference in those two balls of yarn, which, I mean, I don't care because it's going to fold in on itself, so it doesn't matter to me. But that just is an example of how two of these kinds of yarns can differ in color for anybody who doesn't know about this hand-dyed yarn stuff. That right there is an example of how much two skeins can differ, even if they're from the same dye lot or not. So that's why a lot of people do like the helical knitting with these or whatever. However, I did not. I just joined mine and kept going. But I'm okay with that. So, another thing I wanted to talk about, though, is how big this is. Like, so I'm using a 2.25 millimeter needle, circular needle, and when I was knitting my decreases down here in the crown when I first started it, I got gauge, at least I thought I did, but I was like really close So I think it's going to be a little big, especially after I block it when I finish it. So that brings me to some things that I bought, and I will come back to that when I get to that portion of the podcast. But I bought some things for future Musselburgh hats that I knit, so that hopefully I can get it to the right size. But like I said, I don't care if it's a little big. So that is that one. And I'm still have it in my little bag like this. It's just an old Avon cosmetic bag or whatever. My next WIP will do my Cozy Comfort Throw. That is a pattern by Molly from a Homespun House. And I am using my Stranger Things Advent to knit this. Let me get it turned the right way. So I've gotten a good bit done on this as well. As you can see, I was here last time and I've knit all of this. I have actually just started the 8th color of the 12. So yeah, so you can see how they are coming out, and I am really liking it. And it's such a fun mindless knit. I love to work on it when we're watching a movie or something at night. So yeah, this is going to, however, be an ongoing project because, of course, I want it to be a lot bigger than this. And my Advent that I have is only 12 minis. So, yeah, I'm going to have to add in some scraps or something to go in there with it once I finish that Advent. What I had done was, let me show you. I had put all 12 of my skeins into a magic knot cake. I wound them all up into a cake, and I magic knotted them all together. That way I could just knit and not have to worry about like adding in yarn and everything. And then I'm holding it double with just some bare undyed finger and weight. All right. And my next WIP is my Whitmore sweater. And I have gotten a lot done on this too. I have just been knitting and knitting and knitting, and I am so loving this. Let me get it turned the right way. So I have completely finished the lace pattern, and I am into the stockinette in the round. But you can see here, there's the progress keeper where I was last podcast, and I have knit that much. So I have just been knitting and knitting. I've gotten a good bit done. However, I do think I'm going to put a pause on this for a little while. I really want to try to make some short sleeve sweater, shirt, t-shirt type things, because summer's coming and it's not going to be hot for me to wear this. So I might, since I've gotten past the lace and everything, and all that is left is just plain stockinette, I may just put this on some like trial tubing and get so that I can get my needles back. And just put this on a pause until it starts cooling back off again towards the fall or something, before I finish this, because I mean, I do want to finish it, but I want something that I can wear now, and I can't wear this right now. So, and the lace part took me so long to do that I wasn't able to finish it while it was still cold. So, I don't know yet. Y'all tell me what y'all think I should do. Should I finish it, or should I put it on pause and work on something for now and then pick this back up after I finish those things? For anybody who's interested in this, this is the Whitmore sweater by Amy Loudon. She is on Ravelry. Oh goodness, I dropped my yarn label. Okay, now the yarn that I'm using for that is the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK in the color Pretty in Peacock. Okay. So that is all of my active ongoing whips that I've had. Now, I have 3 new cast on whips that I have been working on, and I've made a good bit of progress on this since I started it. Or at least I feel like I have. This, let me figure out how it goes here. Okay. So, it doesn't look like much yet, but this is the Sand and Ocean cardigan by Julie with Twin Stitches Designs, I'm sorry. And so I cast this on March the 27th, and I've gotten quite a bit done. I've already split for the sleeves on it. It is knit flat back and forth, but I split for the sleeves, and if I can get it uncurled here, I've knit a few rows past where I split for the sleeves there. So yeah, I am really liking this. It looks like it is a breezy type cardigan. It is actually like a 3/4 length sleeve type cardigan. So it's really good for like the springtime and summertime. So I'm really wanting to try to finish getting this done, so that I can hopefully wear it before it gets too hot. But here's what it looks like. However, I am using different kind of yarn. I am using a yarn that I hand dyed myself in the color Tornado Gray, and a Yarnable. The Yarnable colorway is Life is Gouda. And this will be this bottom portion down here. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I want to try to get that finished, like I said, before it gets too hot for me to wear it. So I've been trying to work on that. And I have got it in my Sam and Dean bag. However, I do not remember who I got that from. But I have talked about this in previous podcasts if you're interested. And then, let me see. Make sure this is the right one. Okay, yeah. So, I wanted to try my hand at seeing if I could knit a pair of shorts. So I got Brianna, her pattern from the Little Wolf Knits, her Twisted Tea shorts. And let me see if I can find this other picture that shows them closer. Okay. So that one shows them a little better how they look. And I was really hoping to get more done on these than I have so far, but yeah, so let me see. Okay, so I've gotten the top part done, and it calls for an I-cord drawstring thing in here. But I got in a hurry, and I just did a long chain with some scrap yarn and put it in there for right now because I wanted to go ahead and be able to start on the body part of these. So, but this is what I've gotten done so far. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see a little better. I'm going to be going to the beach. My family and I are going to take like a little weekend vacation to the beach. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to have these done by the time that we go, but I don't think so, because we're going in, well, basically 2 weeks from now. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish these in just 2 weeks. I know me, and when I get aggravated with it, I'm going to put it down, and I'm not going to work on it. I do know that with the yarn that I chose to use, it's like silky like. It's this, and you might can even see how silky looking it is. But that's for like the body, and that's a Yarn Bee yarn also right here. It is this Petal Perfecto yarn. It's a 50% superwash merino and a 50% lyocell. And apparently the lyocell is like silk or whatever. I forget what exactly it said it was when I Googled it, but I know that it has some silk in it. So it makes it really like loose, I guess. Like the stitches are really loose looking. So I kind of feel like it's going to be able to be seen through. So when I do get them finished, I'm pretty sure that I'm only going to be wearing them like as over a bathing suit or something. But now for this brown here that I'm using up here, or I used up here for the ribbon, it was a color, it was some that I had dyed myself. I had originally dyed it for the Stephen West Twist and Turns shawl, mystery shawl or whatever. And when I decided not to do that at the time, I just kept the yarn, and now I thought that it would look really good with these colors down here, because those are kind of beachy looking to me too. So yeah, so that is my pair of shorts that I am working on. Okay, so for my next whip, or new cast on whip, So y'all have seen me show a pair of these socks before. It's from my Annie's Love to Knit Socks Club, and I had knit me a pair of these socks. Well, when my mom saw them, she was like, you know, you should have knit me a pair of them socks because I love yellow. So I had roughly I think 40 something grams left of that yarn. I had plenty of it left to make her a pair of socks. So I cast on these for her, and I'm going to make her a pair so that now we will have almost a matching pair. I don't think that I'll have enough of the yellow color to knit an entire pair of socks. So I had this gray left over from my these socks here, and I forget how much it weighs, but it was just I know it'll be enough just to do like the toes, and I think that'll look good together, and I think she'll like it. So I'm going to do her a pair of socks in this yellow color, but I'm going to put a gray toe on them. So I've been working on that, and I really don't mind making her this pair of socks because I love this pattern. It is so fun to do. It has this like eyelet pattern for the foot, like the top part of the foot. So, and it really goes fast. I love it. I'm actually planning on making some more socks for myself like this and some other yarn, even the yarn that didn't come with this pattern, because I just love it. I love that pattern. It is awesome, and it's almost as fast as a vanilla sock, just with a little bit of a twist to it. So, okay. Now, for an old whip that I have been working on, I brought out my, let me show y'all. So I had gotten the Annie's Crochet Striped Afghan Club. I've gotten all of my kits for it, and I just never finished the blanket or the Afghan, but mine is the Cozy Cottage Sampler Afghan, and I'm now doing stripes 10 through 12 on it, and this is what I have so far. And no, I have not been weaving in my ends as I go, but that's okay. I can do it later. Let me see. That's actually right here. Okay. This is the front side of it. So I have picked that back up again, and when I stopped on it, I think I had stopped on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th stripe, which is this right here. So I completed it, and then I finished these here. This one, the X's, and then this ribbed pattern here. So, yeah. And they still have these. I'm not a sponsor for, or whatever, for Annie's or whatever, but I do love a lot of the kits from, the Annie's kit clubs and stuff that they had, that, I don't know if that's an actual person or not, but anyway. And AnniesKitClubs.com if you're interested, though, to get one of those or more than one, whatever. And I'm actually just keeping this in a bag that I made out of some scrap yarns. I just held 2 yarns together. And it's just pretty much, it's almost like a granny square pattern. I want to say that it came from Jada in Stitches, one of her patterns. There was something else. Also getting into the news section. The first thing is, last month's square did come out a little late, and I apologize again for that, for the year-long crochet along that I'm hosting for the 4S blanket cowl. However, I hope not to be late with this month's square. It should be out next Tuesday. And I hope to have it out by then. If not, then I'm sorry again. I do have a lot going on right now, like life-wise. My son is trying to finish up his school stuff so that he can get out early and everything. So I've had a lot going on. I just had my younger cat fixed, or spayed, and so I've been having to deal with her because she has been a huge mess with this. I had her spayed, and let's see, it's been about a week and a half ago, and like, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 days after she went to the vet, she had ripped out her stitches. And I don't know exactly how it happened because I've had a cone on her and everything. However, she did try to jump up onto the freezer to get on top of my air conditioner, my window unit that is in my window, and she did not make it, and she fell, and she did a few flips when she did that. So I think that might have ripped the stitches. However, I had to take her back to the vet, and he had to put staples in it. So now I'm kind of having to watch her every single move when she is not in a pen. Like, I can't hardly do anything if she's not in a pen. I have one of like the crate pens that I'm keeping her in overnight, like when I'm sleeping. And then if I have to go somewhere, or I, am trying to get something done at the house so that, and I can't just be right there with her watching her, I keep her in it. But I try to let her out as much as I can because she makes me feel so bad, y'all. She's just so pitiful when she's in that pen. And she makes me want to cry, but I can't stand it. But anyways, that got into like some life stuff there, I guess, too. So also on the news front that I wanted to tell y'all about is I will be dyeing and having the Christmas countdown advents this year. I wanted to have them on I wanted to create me a website to have them on, as well as with all of my other yarns that I have for sale and patterns and things, but it is going slower than I thought getting the website going. So I'm actually thinking of trying a different route with the website thing. I think I'm going to use a different website or a different company, or I don't know, whatever. I may try the one that Nitty Natty has been advertising on her podcast. I don't know. It's just been very difficult trying to get it up and going. So, I have decided to just go ahead and have them on my Etsy shop this year. So they will start being available the last week of August. And it will be a movie themed advent. So for each mini, it'll be a 24 skein or 24 mini skein advent, and for each mini each mini will have its own movie theme. There will be an option for a 100-gram skein to open like on Christmas Day if you want that. And again, they will be available in my Etsy shop the last week of August. And these will be pre-orders. So when you order them from my Etsy shop and it comes in to me that you've ordered it and everything, they will ship out the first week of November. So they're available for pre-order the last week of August, ship out the first week of November. Okay, so on another note, our giveaway winner this podcast for the giveaway that I was doing for the last podcast episode is going to be Miss Sue Lupfer, and I hope I said that right. So she will be, I do not have the giveaway stuff here in front of me, y'all, I'm sorry, but she's our winner from the last podcast. And also wanted to remind Miss Shirley Bovee, she was our giveaway winner from the podcast before that, and she has not contacted me yet, so I'm going to give her a few more days to contact me about that, and if not, then I will redraw a winner for that giveaway. Okay, now, things that I have purchased. So, as I was talking about earlier, I want to try some different size like knitting needles for my Musselburgh hats to see if I can get it to be a better gauge for like my head size. So, I bought 2 more circular 16-inch circular needles, and one is a size US 2.75 millimeter, and one is a US 2.53 millimeter. So I know I had noticed that Natalie with Nitty Natty, she uses a US 2 for hers, and then Kay with the Crazy Sock Lady podcast, she uses a 3. So I'm gonna try and see if maybe I can get gauge with one of those sizes. And then I also ordered me some extra cords while I was ordering those, because I need some extra cords for my interchangeable set, so I can work on more stuff. So I went ahead and got those. Okay, and here is, let me get the other things that I have bought. Okay, so we will start with my Yarnable subscription for the month of May, I believe. Sorry for the crinkling. No, this is the month of April. My maze just came in yesterday, I think. But I'll show it on the next podcast. So, yeah, this was April. So it came with this little cute little bowl that is just so adorable. And then this little bunny stitch marker. Oh. And not sure what oh, this is the, okay, and then it came with some carrot cake toffee. Ooh, it's gluten-free, soy-free, and it has no corn syrup. Ooh, I bet that's good. Okay. And this month's theme is Somebody Loves You. And here's the yarn, and that is so, so pretty. I think this is going to be the color that I knit those socks in. Oh, I love this. This is so pretty. So pretty. It's got the speckles and then some, like, I don't really know if that's like a brown or what, but it's got the purple and then some like off-white. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. It's gonna make some beautiful socks. Very beautiful socks. So that is that. And then so I have new subscriptions. I got the Row 1 mini subscription. So, and I think that when I subscribed late. So, they sent me like a month behind on minis, but that's okay. And they are so cute. They're little 10-gram minis. And, sorry for the crinkling again. But they are just all wound up, ready to go. Each individual one is labeled with the name of the yarn and the dyer. And this month's was Woolen Women Fibers is who dyed these. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, but they're adorable. I don't know what project I'm going to put them in, but I'll figure it out. And then I also, what is in here? Let's see. Okay. It also came with a little stitch marker, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Let's see. So it's like a little lamb or something. Not real sure. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Okay, sorry, it's not wanting to focus. It came with a piece of candy, Godiva Masterpieces Dark Ganache Heart. I think that's it. Oh, and it came with a sticker. And okay, and then it comes with a paper with all of the yarn names listed and everything. So yeah, telling you about all of, tells you about the dyer and like the colors for each skein and everything. Another new subscription that I got is for the Sock Yarn Society subscription, and this is also for the month of April. I got a pack of jelly beans, some, I think this is tea, yeah, some tea, blueberry super fruit. That sounds really good. And a chapstick and a little holder that you can put on your keychain or something. And then, I don't remember what this is. Let me see. What is this? I think this is an accessory holder. Yeah, this is an accessory holder, and it looks like a macaroon. Okay. A pen, a gel pen, and some stitch markers that are so cute. Let's see if I can get it to where y'all can see them. That is like a little teddy bear. And then the other one is the state of Arkansas. It's in the shape of the state of Arkansas, which is where this company is based out of, I do believe. And then, of course, the yarn. And it is so cute, too. And this colorway is How Sweet It Is. It is on their Yummy Plush 8515 Superwash Merino Nylon base. 437 yards, 100 grams. And that is just so pretty. I'm probably going to make my mom something with that, because those are her colors. Again, that yellow. Look at all that yellow. Yep, she'll love it. And that is all for those. Now, if you have been watching my channel for a while, y'all know that I am a Super Mario fanatic. Me and my sister and I, we used to play. We can't anymore because she works a lot, and I was working a lot, but I'm not anymore. I just do a lot of at-home stuff now. But we used to play Super Mario Brothers. We would get on like these binge kicks where we would play until we beat the game. We've beat the game on the Wii probably 4 or 5 times, if not more. So, Forbidden Fiber Co. had some yarn that they dyed, and I think it was like around the time where the Super Mario Brothers movie was releasing in theaters, and but they had dyed some yarn based on the Super Mario Brothers. So, and of course, I just had to have it. So, here's Mario, and here's Luigi. And I just love it. And it's got this sparkle, y'all. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about making Musselburgh hats out of these two. And me having one and then giving one to my sister. And then we'll have Mario and Luigi hats. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the comments below. Okay. And last but not least, I bought the April Showers sock set from Moonglow Yarn Co. Blue's my favorite color. Y'all all should know this by now. I love me some blue. So when I saw this sock set, it is a sock set, but I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet because it is so gorgeous that I've got to make something very, very special with it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. But I had to have it because y'all just look at those gorgeous colors. Oh my gosh. I just want to look at it all the time. It is 75-25 merino nylon blend, 100 grams, 463 yards, and then it has 50 grams worth of minis here. So yeah. And again, it's the April Showers sock set. And that wraps up everything that I have been up to in the last, what's it been since I've podcasted? A month. So I've been pretty busy trying to knit or crochet whenever I can. I have so much going on, along with wanting to do all of my crafty things. It has not been easy, but so this episode I'm not gonna have a giveaway. I want to make sure that the winners from this episode and last will contact me, and then we will probably have another one next episode because I still have some yarn and things to get rid of. Well, I don't want to say it like that, but I mean to share the love with others. But I'm gonna go, and I will see you all in the next podcast or in the next tutorial, whichever comes first. I'm not sure. We shall see. But for now, happy crafting. Bye.